David Settle here at Wyopreps.com, and it's time to talk about our Athlete of the Week honors presented by Premier Bone and Joint Centers. We're worthy of Wyoming. This week's girls winner comes to us from Natrona County High School, and it's our first actually Athlete of the Week from alpine skiing here in the state of Wyoming. Mary Kate Lacko won the GS, the first race of the 2025 season last Thursday in Casper at Hogan Basin Ski Resort, and then came up fifth in the slalom competition. And her coach had some absolutely outstanding and very supportive comments of her, which I'm going to talk about in just a moment. But that was your first win in your career at the high school level. You kind of ruined Jackson sweeping the weekend, which I'm sure brings a smile to your face, I see right now. But take me back to last Thursday. What was that experience like for you, Mary Kate, in winning your first high school race?
It was very exciting for me, and I'm really glad I had that opportunity to race alongside my teammates. It was an overall very positive experience, and I'm really glad that that I had that opportunity.
Well, again, congratulations on that win. What was kind of the key, especially in the GS on Thursday, to put back-to-back runs together?
So the first run, I talked to my coach, and he kind of walked me through how he wanted me to be a little timid and maybe just put down a solid run and don't throw anything crazy out. And then after I secured the finish on the first run, my second run, I wanted to put a little bit more risk out there and try to really secure that spot. So,
What's the balance between those two for you personally as a skier? What's that like? I mean, do you always just want to go after it, or what when your coach tells you to hold back? Is that tough? I guess.
sometimes it can be difficult to try and hold back. And then when I'm done with the run, I think about it and I'm like, I didn't really hold back. I just kind of skied the way I know how to ski, and I was very technical with it. So I think when I hold back, it's really just me making sure I'm being technical and very, very decisive with what I do.
Okay. Now that's your first career win. Did you know right away that you had won the GS? It took a
No.
while, right?
Yeah, so the second run, we were all kind of waiting and trying to see who won. And then they usually write down the times when you're done with your race. But this race, they didn't have the time. So I had to wait till at the end of the day. So it was a nail biter. But yeah,
Hey, well, again, congratulations. Now you come back the
thank
next
you.
day. It's a different discipline in the slalom.
Yes.
Compare and contrast the two disciplines for you. Do you prefer one over the other?
I have always gone back and forth between GS and slalom. And the one I prefer is usually the one I'm better at. So right now, I'd say I prefer GS. But slalom is very fun. I want to say, more technical. It's arguably harder, and it's definitely a skill that I'm always working to master. But I definitely want to work on closing that gap between where I placed in GS and slalom. So I've been working hard on that.
For you personally, where does the love of skiing come from?
I started skiing when I was very young. My dad taught me. He did skiing when he was younger, and so did my mom. And it's just been something I've grown up on. It's the one sport that I've been able to stick to since I was little, and it's something that I've had successes at since I was very young. So I think just having something that I'm confident in and that I really do enjoy, and there's a great group of people that surround me when I'm skiing. So that's where it comes from.
All right, well, that's cool. For you, coming into this year, your senior season, were there certain aspects, the finer points, I guess, of skiing that you were kind of working on, or is it you have to actually get on the snow and start that racing to kind of get to that?
Yeah, so for my junior season this year, I've been working pretty hard on keeping a positive mindset. I
Okay.
think that's really helped me. And before, I've been racked by nerves, and I think it's kind of affected how I've skied negatively. So this year, I just wanted to work on something that I talked with my dad a lot about, is finding the feeling. I know when I'm having a good run, and I understand what that feels like and looks like. So I'm just really aiming to find that feeling while I ski, and then the results will come.
Coach Miller paid you a great compliment in his nomination. He said, "You came into the season motivated, you became a team captain, and you show great leadership so far." What do those words from your coach mean to you?
They made a great deal to me. I mean, I'm always striving to try and impress my coach and the people around me, and I look up to my coach and value his insight. So, knowing that he thinks that way of me and notices and recognizes what I've done and the efforts I've made means a lot.
I got to ask you the question. What was it like when you did find out that you won and kind of took down the Jackson crew there? Because not a
It,
lot of
it,
people have done that.
it felt really good. I mean, the girls on the Jackson team are all so nice and sweet, and they all paid me great compliments. We've been racing together for years, and we have another year to go. So it's great to race along my friends and see them, but it felt pretty good.
So, how do you continue to build on this? How do you continue to build on your success in the GS, but also improve on that fifth place in the slalom?
So these are just all steps in the right direction for me, and I've noticed what I'm capable of, and I understand now. So I've been working a lot on my strength and my strength training. I've been very intentional with my training when we get time on the mountain, and I've just made sure that I'm very present in the moment when I'm training so that I can soak in all of the information that I've given.
Well, hey, great way to start the season winning the GS, your first career win. Congratulations on that. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
a few moments and congrats on being our athlete of the week.
Thanks.
David Settle back with you from Wyopreps.com as we continue talking about our Athlete of the Week feature presented by Premier Bona Joint Centers. We're worthy of Wyoming. And our boys winner this week, Cody Bomengen, a basketball standout for the Thermopolis Bobcats or Hot Springs County High School, however you want to look at it. But Cody led the Bobcats to a 3-1 record last week. They're still number one in the latest Wyopreps Coaches and Media poll. They were at the 2A East SmackDown in both Wright and Sundance. And their weekend featured a win over number 2 Wright, who'd been number 1 for most of the season. Cody averaged 20 points, 12 rebounds a game, had 3 double-doubles in the 4 games last weekend, including 31 against Shoshone. He also had 15 rebounds in that victory against number 2 Wright, and Cody joins me. Cody, congrats on being one of our athletes of the week, and thank you for your time. First of all, take me back to last week. How would you describe how you played individually?
Well, it was my birthday last weekend, so coming to that game, I was just ready to play. It was our first two-way opponents of the year, so to go see that other side, especially to play some of them, and then matching up against Wright, and they're number two team, we were like, all right, we gotta go get this one. So I just went out, played my game, and succeeded at that.
How would you describe your game for fans around the state who haven't seen you play? What has coach got you doing? What do you think you do well that helps the Bobcats out?
I'm definitely pretty good at inside outside scoring. I'm more of a drive first rather than shoot type of guy, slasher over shooter really, and then just crash the offensive glasses and get second chance opportunities, and then lock down on the defensive side.
Speaking of that, does that kind of do you feel that helps you in terms of catching maybe opponents off guard that you like to drive and kind of slash as you said versus a lot of kids nowadays camp out around that 3-point arc?
Yeah, I mean I'm just a tall, long, lengthy player. I'm 6'5", so it's got that length use my advantage.
Okay. Talk a little bit about last weekend from a team perspective. How would you describe it? How you guys played overall as a team?
I think we played pretty well. I mean, Sundance was kind of a tough little game for us, wake up call really. But that Bighorn game, good win over them, and then obviously good win over Wright, and then a good win over that Tonga team.
You mentioned that this was your first game against 2A opposition. How did the playing different opposition early help you guys out?
I think the 3A4 level is just a lot faster of a game, the speed of it, and the size of the opponents. We played Rock Springs a couple weeks ago, lost to them. That was a really tough, aggressive team that we got to see. So that was really nice to be able to play someone like that.
So how does that benefit you guys going forward in the 2A, do you think?
I think it's gonna benefit us by being able to use what the size we also have for our advantage. I mean, there's me and there's some other 6-footers on the team, so we're definitely a bigger team, and just using that speed to speed up the game that some of these 2A teams aren't used to seeing.
What is Coach Corpening kind of harping on right now with you guys here early to mid January?
Defensive stuff. We're trying to be one of the best defensive teams in the state, so it's like most practices are defensive looks and not turning the ball over. Ball security is a big part of his coaching.
Understand that you guys now have another challenge coming up this week in that Bighorn Basin tournament. You're probably going to see some 3A teams. What do you look forward to this weekend, Cody?
Definitely seeing Cody. We got Cody on Friday, so playing that's gonna be fun. And just hoping to get challenged so we can see where we're at even and improve, keep improving.
For you guys, what's going to be the key when you get back to two-way play, continuing to progress in the right direction? What will be the key to continue on an upward trajectory, I guess?
Just keep doing what we're doing. Keep up the hustle, keep up the good practices, energy, and just kind of not looking down to our opponents, especially coming down from the 3A to 2A level.
What do you love the most about the game of basketball?
I think my friends, the brothers on the team, I just bus rides, the pregame, all of that is probably my favorite part. Overnight trips and just being around this culture.
Okay, gotcha. What's your? I know the worst part of the bus rides is probably the length of some of them, but what's the best part about the bus rides?
Just the bus rides after winning, definitely the joking around and stuff. I mean, the bus rides going up always are the serious ones. No one's really talking. Everyone's kind of locked in, but those ones after winning are just memories.
Gotcha. What helps you lock in the most?
Music for sure. I'll put my AirPods in. I'll just sit there. I'll just jam out to some music before the game.
Yeah, is it current stuff? Is it a mix of music? What's in the playlist, I guess?
Yeah, it's more current. A lot of rap, I guess. So,
Okay, yeah, you got a favorite artist or couple that you got to
not
really?
really, not really.
No.
I can't listen to everybody.
Okay, now do you got a favorite jam you got to listen to at all?
No, it's changing every week. It just depends on how I feel that day, I guess.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, congratulations on a great week last week. Again, thanks for a few minutes and congrats on being our athlete of the week, Cody.
Thank you.